Just come home after having lunch with a friend of mine, and as I was driving earlier on, and it was actually quite a horrible day, I have to say, here in Scotland. The rain was, pouring down, and it wasn't really clear. But to top it off for me, I was actually stuck in a lot of traffic. Unfortunately, from where I stay, there was this road that I did have to actually go to, and because they were doing roadworks, I was just stuck in traffic for about a good 15-20 minutes. And I'm the kind of driver that when I'm stuck in traffic, or just any time really, if I see a lot of people wanting to, want way to get into my lane or whatever, I normally give people way. I'm quite careful and quite a friendly, nice driver. As you see, you get all of those drivers out there that are quite aggressive and, beeping their horn and that kind of thing. But I think because I'm quite a calm person, I like to actually just give people way, and I don't mind if somebody is coming home from work, because it's something that I've actually done in the past, and it can be a bit stressful, or you've got 100 other things to do. Then I don't mind giving somebody else away if it makes their day. If anything, it makes me happy as well. And I was giving like about 5 or 10 cars away, and then it got to a point I was like, people behind me are going to think she's crazy, just giving all these people away, and they'd probably get a bit annoyed with me. So I was just driving along, and slowly the traffic started moving, and this car just came, started just barge into my lane from the left. Obviously he was merging, and his lane was merging into mine, but it gets to a point you actually get really, really annoyed. I mean, all you had to do was indicate. I don't know why you have to just come right up to the cars, and they make you feel very intimidated, or that's the way they probably want to make you feel, so that you edge away and they can just barge in. And I know a lot of people out there, you're probably watching this video, you're probably thinking, gosh, I do that as well. And a lot of the time, some of these cars, I mean, to be honest, they're just like old bangers, and some of them probably aren't even insured, and if anything, they're probably going to cost us the insurance. So, anyway, getting on with the video, that was just a scenario that I had earlier on today, and I'm sure that you can relate if you're stuck in traffic, or, you're having other drivers intimidating you. Yeah, so as I was saying, a lot of people are actually thinking, when they look on the internet to make money, people mainly think that the way you make money on the internet is either by like an MLM system, where you've got to pitch to all your friends and family and anyone that you can see, until you can just sell, and it gets to a point where you can't sell any longer. And that's not actually the way they make money online at all. There's like probably thousands of ways to make money online. You can actually sell products, you can sell other people's products, you can do ventures like a partnership with people, and a lot of people actually underestimate the power of the internet. There's these social networking sites that we have now, such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Dig, and there's like probably about 20-30 odd social networking sites, maybe more. And what you can do is there's like hundreds of users. Like, I'm sure you probably know someone that sits on the computer all day talking to random people, and you probably think they don't have a life, but I'm sure you probably know someone. There's that person that comes to your mind, and you're thinking, I could totally understand where you're coming from, Mehek, because I know someone that just sits and plays on the computer, or they just talk to they chat to people, or their friends, or they're just poking people on Facebook or whatever. And believe it or not, Facebook is actually one of the websites. It's obviously got a lot of users, and it's probably one of the websites that right up there with Google, which is the #1 search engine. And like, Facebook is actually a website which I make a lot of money every month. I mean, I actually pay for one of my cars purely from Facebook. Once every month, that is enough to pay for my cars, and that actually pays for when I go out for a meal on the weekends or whatever. I use that from the budget I've got on Facebook, which I make money from. And it's like things like that. People actually underestimate the power that these websites can give you. I mean, it's not just somewhere you interact with people, you meet people, or it's a social network. You actually can make money and leverage these systems. A lot of the time, Facebook is actually making me money while I'm out and about. It's all automated. I mean, because I just have to put up my website, and because I'm interacting with thousands of people. I mean, if you go on my Facebook, you can probably see I've got about 4,000 odd people, and these people all know me and they interact with me on a daily basis. Even if it's just to see what I'm doing, or if I put something on my wall post, they will comment or whatever. And obviously people go on these websites at different times, and when people actually go on the websites, then they can actually go to my website through a link on Facebook, and obviously I can make money from these systems. And that's just, one of the small ways. So what I really want to say is, don't underestimate how you can actually make money using the internet. A lot of people think it's going to be hard, or it's going to be very complicated, but how much simpler does it get than using Facebook? And I'd like to leave you today with a few words of wisdom. I would like to share with you, don't stop educating yourself. Do not stop learning and reading new materials and different audios, listening to different mentors and different gurus, and whatever it is. It could be about self-help, it could be about internet marketing, about educating yourself or bettering yourself, because since I've started being on the internet, I've come across a lot of different people, and I have researched into health and fitness a lot more, and because my knowledge has grown on the health and fitness industry, my health has improved overall as well, because I know what my body needs, I know what nutrients it needs, and if I should be taking different supplements. So I go to the gym, and it actually helps you. It's a holistic approach, and when you're educating yourself, you're bettering yourself, and that knowledge will stay with you for years to come. I mean, when I was a teenager, not so long ago, I used to eat a lot of junk food. I mean, I think everybody, they tend to disregard when you're having fizzy juice, chips, fish, that kind of thing. I mean, I used to have fish and chips for my lunch every single day when I was at school, and luckily I didn't, put on weight or anything. I think my body was just, I was pretty active, I think, at that age. But, as I'm growing older and I'm learning more about health and fitness, it's educating myself, and I'm sure that if, you've learned something at the back of your mind, you've learned something and you've used it to better yourself as a person.